Imagine a world without music. A world where the only sounds are the rustle of leaves, the howl of the wind, and the beat of your own terrified heart. This was the world of our earliest ancestors, a world of survival, of silence, and of solitude. But then, one day, something extraordinary happened. A stick struck a hollow log, and for the first time, silence turned into song. How did we, as a species, go from simply hearing the world to creating music that could make us dance, weep, and feel connected across millennia? Today, we re-journeying back to the dawn of humanity to uncover one of our most profound discoveries, the birth of music and rhythm. Before there was music, there was rhythm. It was all around our ancestors, woven into the very fabric of their existence. Think about it. The steady, hypnotic drip, drip, drip of water in a cave after a rainstorm. The rhythmic patter of that same rain on broad leaves. The crackle and pop of a fire. A symphony of warmth and safety in the deep, dark night. And of course, the most fundamental rhythm of all. The thumping of their own heart, a constant drumbeat reminding them they were alive. They didn't just hear these patterns. They felt them in their bones. Nature was the first orchestra, and humanity was its first captive audience. This constant, ambient rhythm was the fertile ground from which the first seeds of musicality would sprout. It was an unconscious education, teaching our ancestors that sound wasn't just random noise. It had pattern, it had pulse, and it had power. Our early ancestors were natural-born scientists. Their entire existence was a grand experiment in survival. What can I eat? What will eat me? How can I stay warm? This same spirit of curiosity, of trial and error, extended to the world of sound. It probably started by accident. A hand slapping against a thigh to kill a bug. The clatter of one stone against another while trying to crack a nut. The thud of a foot stamping on the hard earth. Each action produced a sound, a distinct percussive note. And curiosity sparked. What if I do it again? What if I hit this rock with a different rock? One sounds sharp, the other dull. What about this hollow bone I found? It makes a whistling sound when the wind blows through it. What if I blow through it? Suddenly, the world wasn't just a place of resources for survival. It was a playground of sound. They struck dried gourds, stretched animal skins, and clapped their hands together. Each new sound was a discovery, a tiny piece of a puzzle they didn't even know they were solving. They were no longer just passive listeners to nature's symphony. They were beginning to pick up their own instruments. For a long time, it was just noise. A chaotic collection of bangs, claps, and thuds. Fun, perhaps. A way to startle a rival or mimic an animal, but it lacked something crucial: order. This is the critical turning point in our story, the moment when random noise began its transformation into intentional rhythm. Imagine a group sitting around a fire. One person starts tapping a stone. Thump, ... thump. Another, perhaps bored, or just feeling the impulse, starts clapping their hands. But they don't just clap randomly. They match the rhythm of the stone. Clap, ... clap, ... clap. A third person joins in, stomping their feet in the same steady beat. Stomp, ... stomp. In that moment, something magical happens. The chaos coalesces. The individual noises merge into a single, unified pulse. It's no longer just sound. It's a shared experience. It's a pattern. They had stumbled upon the foundational element of all music, the beat. This realization was monumental. They learned that by organizing sound, they could create something far more powerful than the sum of its parts. They could create a feeling of unity, a shared heartbeat for the entire tribe. With this newfound understanding of pattern and pulse, the floodgates opened. The experimentation became more focused, more intentional. The simple thump 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 evolved. They discovered that a fast beat could mimic the frantic energy of a hunt, while a slow, steady rhythm could soothe a crying child or accompany a solemn ritual. They moved beyond just percussion. They started using their own voices. A simple hum to match the beat of a drum. A chant that rose and fell with the energy of the group. These weren't words as we know them, but they were melodies, the first vocal music. This combination of drumming, clapping, and humming became the social glue of the tribe. It was the soundtrack to their lives. They used it to celebrate a successful hunt, to mourn the loss of a loved one, to tell stories of their ancestors, and to pass knowledge down through generations long before written language existed. Music became a tool for communication that transcended words. It could express joy, sorrow, and fear. It coordinated their movements, turning a group of individuals into a single, cohesive unit. Music wasn't just an art form. It was a technology for building community. So, what's the big takeaway from this journey into our sonic past? It's that the discovery of music was never just about making pleasant sounds. It was about connection. In a harsh and isolating world, rhythm gave our ancestors a way to connect with the world around them, to see the patterns in nature and feel a part of something larger. More importantly, it gave them a way to connect with each other. When they shared a beat, they shared a moment of understanding that needed no words. They synced their hearts and minds. When humans found rhythm, they found each other, and in doing so, they found a deeper part of themselves. Music allowed them to express their inner world, to turn feeling into sound, and to discover that even in the darkest of ages, there could be harmony, community, and joy. Music had united the tribe, giving them a powerful tool for social bonding and emotional expression. But community and joy could unprotect them from the sharp claws and hungry teeth that lurked in the darkness beyond the firelight. Fear still ruled the wild. Their next great challenge wasn't to master the rhythms of the heart, but to survive the dangers of their world. How did they go from being the hunted to the hunters? Join us next time as we explore one of the most crucial and world-changing innovations in human history, the discovery of weapons and the dawn of defense. Thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive into our ancient past. If you enjoyed this journey, please hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more stories about how we became human. Ring that notification bell so you don't miss our next episode. We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think was the very first instrument? Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.